Hello, everybody. I'm going live today to make a special announcement about my show, the Joe Pometto Law Show. What I want to do in the coming weeks is an investigative series on the opioid crisis in America. The reason I want to do this series, there's a couple of reasons. I'm going to give you three right off the bat. Um, Number one, in my job as a criminal defense attorney, I see the direct impact of the opiate crisis. So, a lot of my clients, if not the majority of my clients, are dealing with addiction or have been impacted by this crisis in one way or another. So, I want to share their experiences with you, okay, so that we can learn and hopefully make some changes in this country. The second reason is similar. Like many of you and like many of my clients, I've been personally impacted by the opiate crisis. With how vast this crisis is in America, we're talking tens of thousands of people dying every year. Almost every American has been touched by it in one way or another. So I'd like to do this series. It's going to be educational for everybody. And number three is I covered these in the first two reasons. I'd like to provide a greater, I'd like to do something to help the opiate crisis. And I think just informing people, bringing people on this show, okay, so we can learn about what caused it, where we are in it, and what we can do to stop it, I think is extremely valuable. So those are the three reasons, because I see it every day in my job. The opiate crisis has affected me personally, and I want to make a greater change in regards to the opiate crisis. So in the coming weeks, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some informational episodes about the origins of the opiate crisis. I want to talk about some of the companies behind it, but other greater societal influences behind it. I want to do interviews of people who are intimately involved in the opiate crisis. And when I say that, I mean uh, former addicts, okay? They can come on, they can talk about what they went through and what they've done to change their lives. I want to talk to healthcare professionals who deal in this field, along with any attorneys, law enforcement, corrections officers, etc. Anybody who wants to come and talk to me about this issue, I'd love to have you on the show. So if you watch this, reach out to me. We could do an interview. It could be a half hour of time, or it could be an hour of your time. The goal is to inform people about this crisis, and to hopefully make a small dent in the crisis itself, through education. Um, so I hope that you're excited for this series. I'm also going to do just informational episodes myself, where I talk about what has happened, how it happened, how we are where we are. I want to do an episode about the differences between the different type of opiate drugs. I think that this country is hopefully turning a corner, and I'd like to see that corner turn even faster. But this is an issue that is, I'm 36 years old. It's an issue that's greatly impacted my generation, but also people younger than me and people older than me. But it's had a huge impact on my generation. A lot of people who I have known who have been directly impacted by it. I've been impacted by it. People dying of overdoses, etc. It's a big issue in this country, and I think that it gets ignored by the mainstream media. I wouldn't say that it gets ignored, but I don't think that there is enough of a focus on it when it's likely touched the lives of almost every American. So I'm just making that announcement this week. I'm going to have some guests on. I'm going to do some episodes on it. So tune in. If you like my content, please subscribe, like, and share. Subscribe, like, and share so you can see when I have new episodes up. Thank you.